Namaskaram. Namaskaram to all of you, wherever you are, whichever time of the day you are in morning, evening, afternoon, any time of the night, I don't know where you are. Well, as all of you know, particularly in United States and India, and of course in various parts of the world, what people thought they were getting on top of the situation in terms of the virus is definitely out of control. Number of people who are succumbing to this on a daily basis is increasing. As this lasts longer and slowly it is leading from bravado to pragmatism in many governments, among people, among business leaders. Well, we are definitely preparing ourselves for shrinkage of our economies, significant changes in our lifestyles, how we are going to communicate with each other. Almost every aspect of our life has to be looked at in a realistic way. Unless you are such a free human being that you believe you have the freedom to die and also unfortunately take other people's lives with you. If you are not in that kind of destructive freedom, I think everybody is beginning to realize, it's sinking in, that this is a long haul and the consequences are not definitely easy. Nations, economies, livelihoods, if lifestyles go away or deplete, that's not a big problem. But if lives go away, that is a big problem. But that's what is happening right now. In many cities in India, hospitals are being overwhelmed. Similar things are happening in southern part of United States. Something far more severe is happening in South America. It's estimated the Latin American economy by the end of this year could have shrunk by 10%, and first half of 2021, it could go up to 25%. So those who are at the bottom end of the pyramid needs to be taken care of, because for the top end of the society, it is a matter of lifestyle. For the bottom end, it will become a matter of life. So what nations, governments, people focus on right now will decide how much a given society will suffer or how smoothly a given society can go through this, how gracefully can we go through this. Well, I've been saying this from day one, the only real answer is to strengthen your immune system and to maintain social distance, that you are not the spreader. Hopes of magic wand solutions, like some miraculous vaccine will come, slowly is receding. Now they're saying till 2021 or mid-2021 there is not going to be a real-term vaccine. Having said all these things, this is also a time for us to move from an unbridled sense of life to a more conscious sense of life. We've been in the process of launching this Conscious Planet movement, largely focused on ecological concerns. But there is no such thing as conscious anything without conscious human beings. So if we want to create a conscious planet, well, you are not going to go about making the earth or the mountains or the oceans and the rivers conscious. The onus and responsibility of being conscious is upon the human beings. None of the other creatures and none of the other life is in any way harmful to the planet or is in any way in friction with their existence. They all know how to manage themselves. So if you want to upgrade them, in your opinion, probably they're already conscious? No. Their life is contained and curtailed by nature. For all of them, nature has drawn two lines within which they live and die. Somewhere nature trusted our intelligence, or nature overrated itself on its own creation and thought human beings can be left free without lines. So, we've been making a disaster out of it, both in terms of human experience and what's happening ecologically. This is a good time where being conscious is no more a fanciful thing that I'm talking about. It is an absolute must. To be conscious when it becomes necessary for your survival, I would say that could be a very good time for humanity. Right now, we are at such a time. Well, I'm sure a whole lot of people will be angry with me because I know there's a lot of social, economic stress upon them. Many tragic stories, people have lost lives, people have lost dear ones. Well, losing somebody who's dear to you is one thing, not able to be there, not even able to see the body is another thing. Well, dozens of bodies have been found in U-Haul trucks in United States because they're not able to handle the load of dead bodies. There are not enough morgues for that many dead, there are not enough undertakers for that many dead, and finding plots to bury them, not able to handle this. Sinking bodies have been found in U-Haul trucks. Similar things are happening everywhere in the world. Handling the living and the dead is becoming a big challenge. So everybody needs to understand, we are the basis right now. We are the housing for the virus. If this behaves responsibly, it will be contained. If this doesn't behave consciously and responsibly, well, before you come up with your magic wand solution of some magical vaccine that can be sprayed in the world and everybody will get it, 0.6 billion people. What is the timeline? Please think about it. Polio vaccine, 2 drops in an infant's mouth, just newborn infants. Well, India has taken over 15 to 18 years to eliminate polio of an incessant campaign. Now the entire population, even if you find a vaccine, how long will it take to administer this? So let us not be unrealistic, it's extremely important that right now, in many ways, you must function at your peak. If anyone wants to function at their peak, or if any machine wants to function at its peak, one important thing is, you must remove all the frictious elements. You must remove all the friction within yourself. Taking away the friction within oneself is vital. Generally, handling all the friction so that a machine functions smoothly is called engineering. We are talking in engineering once again. Well, we've been talking for 40 years. What do you think I've been talking about? Well, you thought if your headache went away, your backache went away, and you function a little better in your business and you think you have achieved something. No. The important thing is, if you sit here, in your physical body, in your chemical self, in your energy body, in your mental body, in your emotional structure, there is no friction. Once there is no friction here, now you will see how to transact with the world. Transactions, not need-based transactions. Transactions that could transform. Transactions that could make individual human beings transcend many things. But when there is friction within you, either in the mind or body or your chemistry or your energy, all your transactions will be need-based. When I say need-based, the need may be… fundamental thing is food, sexuality, economic comforts, various other things, social, other kinds of stuff. Needs and needs and needs. Something wrong with them? I'm not saying anything wrong with anything. There's just that what could be a grand life is a meager life because it's badly engineered. Though the basic platform that's given to us in the form of natural design is fantastic, how we build it, what material we put into this, and how we arrange things within ourselves will determine whether there is friction or not.